Hello everyone, this is Basil the Great Mouse Detective for the ZX Spectrum, released in 1987. Basically Basil is a detective. His best friend Dr. Dawson has been kidnapped by an evil professor called Professor Rattigan. Basically the movie is Sherlock Holmes with mice. Dr. Rattigan is a rat though, who seems to think he's a mouse for some reason, but he's a rat. I don't know whether there's a social stigma attached to being a rat. I think when a rat goes into a restaurant and shits everywhere or gives people dysentery or whatever, it comes across as a bit antisocial. All these characters look more or less the same. There's him with a few different little details. You've got to find all the clues so you can get on to the next level. I think there are fake clues, you've got to work out which one's which. I think after this level there's the sewers, and then there's Rattigan's headquarters or whatever it is. I can't seem to get up these ladders, I don't know how you do that. Oh, how are you supposed to get past this flipping thing? This game is just full of bits like this. It just doesn't seem to be way past these characters. In the movie, Basil lives behind the skirting board in Sherlock Holmes' house. I would think he's named after Basil Rathbone, who used to play Sherlock Holmes. I think in the Basil movie, one of the villains is a bat with a wooden leg or something. What's in those sacks? Triple X? But mice wouldn't give a triple X for anything else. There are mouse traps you've got to collect. I think you need to put them down in front of the enemies. Can't jump over that enemy because the red platform's in the way. Don't know quite how you're supposed to get past that without losing energy. Oh, and you just find yourself going round and round in circles. So all these screens just look really similar. You put the mouse through the letterbox, call the health inspector, think that's one restaurant out of business. Off into the big yellow yonder. Oh, there they are again, triple X sacks. There's a bottle of poison up there. Don't know whether that's a clue. Oh, now we're back here again. The movie was based on a series of books called Basil of Baker Street. I think in the movie Vincent Price did the voice of Professor Rattigan. There was Basil Rathbone's voice briefly as Sherlock Holmes. That was taken from an old film. There's Basil the Great high jumping champion or something. You can tell if a girl is a high jumper. She lifts your bar. I don't mind if I come in. Little mouse is just going to eat everything in sight and shit everywhere. Yeah, well, this game just gets tedious after a while. There's nothing really to do. I presume it's aimed at little kids who like the movie. They're just going to get bored senseless with it after 5 minutes. It's roaming round and round in circles. The graphics are alright, but they're nothing really that interesting. All this messing about with mouse traps and clues and stuff just starts getting repetitive after a while. There are a couple of games that were by the same people, called Jack the Nipper and Jack the Nipper 2 Coconut Capers. They were much better. Similar sort of setup, much better games.
Poor wretches whom the hand of heaven ignored.